Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. This freak show, wow man, it's just keep getting worse, but nothing that you and I didn't expect. So anyway, this is my live stream post market wrap up Thursday, June 1st, 2023. Hi everybody, how are you? Lava Girl, Magic Mika, Axiom Curb, everybody's here. Uh, thanks everybody, honestly, and thank you for your support. Honestly, you have no idea how much I appreciate all of you. On the first of every month, I ask for $5. It's the truth. You think I'm doing okay? Greg's a good guy. I'm going to support his work. Well, a bunch of you did step up, and I do appreciate that. If you feel like doing that, there are links in the description of this video. There's also that little heart down there. Anyway, all right, look, let's talk. We're witnessing something that you and I actually, I believe, yes, because we did talk about and would happen. The entire freaking yield curve is dropping. How is this happening? Why is the entire yield curve dropping? The 10-year yield, the benchmark, is now lower by 22 basis points in 2 weeks. Again, this is not normal to see. The debt market is supposed to be stable. When you see these movements, you all know this if you've been following this blog, clear sign that there is manipulation going on here. Who's buying all the debt? Do you know what it would take? How much cash it would take to push the entire yield curve down? Epic sums just magically create out of thin air. And of course, the Federal Reserve is buying it all. Now, what does this do? Did you see the market today? Okay. Rate suppression, yield suppression like this opens that doorway for cash to make its way right into the stock market, inflating a bigger bubble than we already have. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. Thank you, Helen, as well. And thanks for being you too. Anyway, it drives me nuts. So on the back of, again, this whole issue with the yield curve dropping. I mean, we're talking about the whole curve here. Like I said, just ponder for a nanosecond how much cash it would take to make that happen. Again, when debt is bought, yields drop. That's how it works again. And then opens a doorway into risk assets, stocks climb. This market is so rigged today. It is so beyond belief. It's nearly impossible to trade anymore. It's really the truth. What do you do? Well, you know me, how I'm positioned. I am net long this market. I've been net long this market, trying to jump in here and there, make a couple of trades. My last trade, a short, was actually successful. The one before that, though, was a loss. A couple before that did okay. But I'm being honest. For the most part, I think I'm going to stay away from really dabbling in trying to take advantage of this market, at least from the short end, because it seems like massive amounts of effort is being put in right now to keep rates suppressed, to keep yields suppressed. Again, this is part, believe me, of the Joe Bidenstein freak show mummy man reelection campaign. This fake data that we got this morning, private payrolls coming in much better than expected. Meanwhile, every single piece of economic news, even stuff we're going to cover right now, is bad. The economy is contracting. The economy is in free fall, but they want you to believe that the private sector is just, it's shrugs it off and we're adding all kinds of jobs. Thank you, Larry. No, this is a talking point for President Mummy Man. You understand? The Frankenstein it thing, vomitous mass, currently sitting behind the Resolute desk. It's a fact. It's so out of control, people, what we're seeing right now. But there's all this stuff that they won't talk about, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. Anyway, on the back of this here, rally in the stock market again, rate suppression, yield curve dropping, relative strength of the dollar falling to the floor today, falling through the floor. That did put a nice boost underneath gold, silver, and crude oil. Had a nice snap back from its recent drop, and it's going much higher. Okay, energy is going higher. Commodities are going higher. Am I saying tomorrow? No. Again, we are positioned for the long run, you and me, okay? We understand where we're going. In the short run, look, anything can happen. But in the long run, a debt market meltdown is going to happen. There's just no doubt at all. And that is going to wipe out global stock markets. Cash is going to move into commodities. Boom. That's all. You know it. You know that. All right. Now, with that said, cryptocurrency is kind of a mixed bag today. Bitcoin falling under some pressure. Thank you, Tide Pod Time. Litecoin, I do own some Litecoin, not much, maybe a couple of $1,000 worth of it. Um, Litecoin was a big winner today, over 6%. Very, very nice. I know a lot of you hate hearing about cryptocurrencies. I happen to like this stuff. You're entitled to your own opinion on it. As I said, gold, silver, and crude doing well. The dollar, the real story isn't the stock market. It's not the stock market. It's the debt market and the dollar as well being a unit of debt. And you can see how the weaker dollar is also positive for the stock market as well. And this is how they're propping this whole entire thing up. So on the economic front, all right, let's just cover some of this stuff. So apparently we're in some kind of a manufacturing slump. Yeah, let's see. The entire manufacturing sector has been in contraction now for what, nine months? But they want you to believe not only, okay, we're adding jobs in the private sector, much better than expected. But they also want you to believe that even though we're in some kind of a manufacturing slump, we're in contraction here, that manufacturing spending is higher and hiring is looking pretty good. I don't understand how hiring could be strong, spending could be strong, and the entire sector is contracting. No, maybe because it's all fake. Imagine my shock here. Anyway, also on the economic front, auto delinquencies and credit card delinquencies are skyrocketing. People can't make ends meet. And it gets even worse than that. So, what do you think about this? This is where I really want to hear from you. Okay. So, banks, right now, banks are raking in billions of dollars in overdraft fees. People are done. They are maxed out. The savings rate in the toilet bowl. And they're taking advantage of this by, again, if your bank goes into overdraft, well, they're going to hit you with like some unbelievable fee, 40, 50, 60 bucks, sometimes 75 bucks as an overdraft fee. Now, this is, in my view, very, very unfair. Thanks again, Mitch. Banks know that people are in trouble. What did they do just a few months ago? That phenomenon that you and I witnessed, banks were offering people increases in their credit limits without even asking. All right. You all were writing to me, hey, Greg, do you see what's going on? Yeah, I see what's going on. And now they want to hit people with more fees as delinquencies continue to rise. Does this sound familiar to you? It should, because we're seeing a lot of the same little pieces being put together right before the last meltdown here. But this meltdown is going to be much, much different here. We are going to end up in a credit freeze situation, a locking up of the system, no doubt. The entire freak show system is being dismantled piece by piece, and you know that. So anyway, what's your thought on this? The fact that banks are now raking in billions of dollars in overdraft fees. I think that this is completely unfair. But of course, they can do whatever they want, these institutions at this time. It's just so crazy. So that's where we stand. You got a big picture as to what's going on. The economy is done. I don't care what they're trying to tell you. They had some freak at the end of the day on CNBC. What the hell is his name? Talking about how strong our economy is. Of course, he's being paid to say that. It's so strong that delinquencies are skyrocketing. Thank you, Jonathan. People can't make ends meet. They're maxed out in their credit cards. That's how strong our economy is. The entire manufacturing sector is in contraction. We don't make anything. Debts and deficits are ballooning, but our economy is really, really strong. In fact, it's so strong that I don't know what to do with myself. How about you? Anyway, people, that's it. That's where we stand here with all this. Exactly. Imagine me, they're not making anything. You're totally right. We have become an import nation. And that's henceforth why the trade deficit is out of control and why it's got nowhere to go but worse from here. But again, they're going to sell you a lie that everything is perfect. Everything is great. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy, Texas. Love Texas. What a great place. What a great place. I almost bought a house in Texas 2 years ago. Didn't though. Anyway, imports transitory. Isn't that just so great? Plastic is fantastic. Rosy toes. Thank you. Anyway, people, that's where we're at here. I don't know. Exactly. The banks are weaponizing their system. They realize that, I'm reading the comments here. People are addicted to spending. It's like, sure, have all the credit you want And when you can't pay it back or you're overdrafting your account, we're gonna stick it deep in your gabagool, and I mean deep. Forget about two fingers. We're talking about fisting here. You know what I'm talking about? I think most of you do. Anyway, no, this is not doom and gloom at all. We're being real. At least we're taking action, people. The whole thing is just a freak show, and you all know that. But we're taking the right steps here, you and me. We know what we're doing. We know why we're doing it. We're not going to stop betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank, betting against this freak show, because this freak show ain't going to go on forever. I can promise you that. Anyway, people, I think that's pretty much, yeah, it's a global SHIT show. You can't say that word on YouTube. You know, you could, I guess, I was going to say something crazy, but no. I don't want to hear about yelling being sexy here, Alan Greenspan. We have Alan here with us. Yes, thank you, sir. I don't, she's not my type anyway. Anyway, that's it, people. I think I'm going to cut this video kind of short here today. We're just about 11 minutes. I want to thank all of you again from the bottom of my heart for all your support. I can't thank you enough for being here with me. This is a global community, and I love that. Thank you, Mitch, again. Anyway, yeah, I know Salente drops those F-bombs, but they hit me for it. Whenever I say SHIT or something, they come after me. Thank you, Keith. Mummy man, yeah, pedo. Can I say that word? I don't know if you can even say that word here. Anyway, that's it, people. I love all of you, and I mean this with all I got. I will see all of you in the morning. We're going to sum this all up, and it's going to be lovely and perfect as usual. And you know why? Because we're together. All right? I'll see you tomorrow.